Hello. Okay, next tutorial. This look is meant to be the creature from the movie Insidious. So he's not really got a name in the film, he's pretty much just the red-faced demon or the demon with fire on his face, that kind of a thing. It's very... How do you describe this look? It's very creepy, as all my makeups are usually. There's a lot of black paint involved, I'll say that. Obviously you can see that, so you might need to get someone to help you. But it's a really fun look to do, so yeah. So if you'd like to see how to recreate this look, stay tuned. So to start off with, I'm going to apply a plain latex bald cap. I'm not going to show you guys how to do it in this video because I've shown you in a few other videos I've done in the past, and I just want to save some time up in this video, so I'll put a link here to one of my previous tutorials. So if you just watched the first few minutes of that, it will teach you how to apply a bald cap. Okay, so I'm going to do that and get back to you. There we are, and I've just put the first layer of liquid latex on the edge just to start blending it. I usually do about 3 to 4 coats just so when I run my finger over the edge there's no seam. Anywho, while that's drying, I'll talk to you about the prosthetics that I'm going to be using. First off, I'll pop a link here to my how to make gelatin prosthetics video. It'll teach you how to make these. I'm actually using the nose that I used for my Theodora look and the brow piece that I used as well. It's just a regular angry brow, just adds some depth to the look, and the nose is a fairly regular shaped nose. It's just got a slight hook to it, so it brings the nose a little bit downwards, which is like what he has in the film. So I thought, yeah, I can use it for that as well. I made sure the edges are extra thin so I can blend them with Witch Hazel. So as that's drying, I think I'm going to apply this as well. So I'm going to apply some Prostick. You can use Spirit Gum all to the back of my prosthetic, and then I'm going to apply it in the area where I'm going to be sticking the prosthetic down, giving it a couple of seconds to go tacky, and I'll be pressing it in place until the prosthetic sticks. There we are, so I've just put some extra glue in the middle just to let it dry, and some of the edges so they can stick down better. So as that's drying, I'm going to start blending the nose. I'll blend this half when it's all dry. So I'm going to take some Witch Hazel, which you can get at most chemists and places like that. It's basically like an ointment type thing for bruises to get rid of erythema and swelling and stuff like that. So I'm going to take that and a cotton bud, and I'm just going to saturate the cotton bud completely in that. And the idea is that I can just roll this really slowly away from the prosthetic, right on the edges, and it starts to taper off. The edges that just start to disintegrate or fall off. That's just because Witch Hazel blends gelatin beautifully. So I'm just going to keep going at that really slowly all over my prosthetic until I've got no more edges. There we are, and I just applied a bit more glue just to the underside of the nose, just because I'm going to be talking quite a lot and I don't want the nose to start lifting up around the mouth area where it's moving. Yeah, so while that's drying, I'm going to start on the hair, which is going to be fun. So I took some black crepe hair, which comes like that, all wrapped up in a coil, and I put it over some steam, so my kettle basically, and it straightens it out, because obviously it's synthetic hair, so you can't put heat to it directly. Yeah, so I've got hair like that, lots and lots of it. So the idea is I'm going to cut that so it's probably half that, and I'm going to use some Mehron Spirit Gum. I'm going to apply it in a small area around here. It's going to go in like a half halo around here, and I'm going to just stick that down so I've got really wispy hair sticking out all around the back here. So I'm going to apply some Spirit Gum, so to start off with about there, just in a circle area. I'm going to work out a patch at a time, I think. I'm just going to fluff the hair out so it's that like that. It's got to have a nice straight edge, and I usually take my scissors and just cut the edge so it's completely like blunt and straight, and then I'm just going to layer that and growing downwards just like that, and then just pull it away gently so it gets rid of all of the excess, and I'm just left with that. So the idea is I keep applying it in like a brick formation, and then keep pulling it down so it removes any of the excess. It is time consuming, but you at least it looks more natural that way. And yeah, so then I can do an area above that. So do it in a brick fashion, so no 2 rows of hair are aligned. So it's like a brick pattern basically. There we are. So some I've made a little bit longer than others. Make it really, really nice and fluffy. Yeah, and just got it tapering off to the forehead. To the centre of the head rather. So yeah, so I don't know if you can see that in that with the black backdrop, but not a huge amount of hair. Just make it all sporadic and fluffy. So now I'm going to do the other side and get back to you. There we are. So as you can see, not very much there, but it's just something subtle that adds to the character and makes him look that much more awesome, I think. So now I've got the hair, the prosthetic and the ball cap all out of the way and done, I can start on the details. So as always, I'm going to take my trusty Collection 2000 felt eyeliner pen that I use in every one of my tutorials now, and I'm going to start drawing on the shape that he has for these flames, because he's meant to be obviously the demon with fire on his face. I think that's what they call him in the film. Or lipstick face demon, as he's known to the people on set, I think. So basically, because this red needs to be really vivid, I don't want to paint my face black and then put the details in, so it's going to be easier just to leave this area and then paint it red afterwards. So it's kind of like it's like a sporadic splash red on his face, but it goes all over the eyes and around the mouth, and yeah, so I'm just going to sketch this shape on and we'll fill it in later. There we are. So very, very, very random, but yeah, I've just done slight sketches just so I can not like rough sketches, just so I can colour it in, and yeah. So this is the kind of shape I'm going for. So it's not symmetrical at all. It doesn't really go back further than there. All of this area in between is going to be painted black, and the inside's going to be painted red. That's pretty much it. So it's going to be a really, really, it's going to be like Darth Maul on acid, basically, I think. So I'm going to start painting the red first. So I'm going to take a Grimas Red Cream in 501. The reason I'm using a cream is, I mean, you can see it there, how bright and lovely it is. I just really want this red to be vivid, a really big contrast to the black. And I'm just going to start colouring in all of this area here. It doesn't have to be completely neat, because we can neaten it out with the black, because red's a lot easier to cover than black, covering red, if that makes sense. So I'm going to colour that all in, and we'll go from there. Add some little bits of red here and there after I've applied the black, but we'll see how this goes. So then I'm going to take some black Snazaroo watercolour, and I'm going to apply that all over my face, my neck, everywhere, my ears, everywhere basically aside from the red. Even my entire body I'm going to be covering this, so this is going to take a little while, I think. So just be patient and just go really lightly around the red cream. I'm really sorry, this bit I actually thought I was recording and I wasn't. So the bit before this, I actually just explained that I'm using some Grimas Black Cream makeup in 101 just so I can smoky up my eyes, because in the film he has obviously really, really dark smoky eyes. But yeah, I was basically explaining that I'm covering my entire eyelid and the underneath my eye, and I'm just blending it out ever so slightly, not much further than the prosthetic brow, really. It doesn't want to join onto the outside of the lines because it doesn't want to affect the pattern. So yeah, so I just covered both my eyes in the black cream and then smokied it out with a clean dry brush after that. Then I'm just going to line the fluid line of my eye with some M.A.C black fluid line in black track, just so my eyes look really, really dark and deep. So then I need to paint my entire body black, so I'm going to do that and get back to you. There we are. So I'm nearly done. So I've painted myself completely all black, yay, except for my fingertips, because I'm going to be sticking on some really, really long nails that I've painted and put some silver tips on. Yeah, because he's got these kind of metal claws, so yeah. But I'm going to do that last. I've popped in 2 white out contact lenses, so they've got no edge at all. What else have I done here? This is fairly important. I took some of that black cream and I just ran it down the middle of my prosthetic just to make the angle line stand out a little bit more. And there we are. So I've attached my claws, so that's what they look like. Really, really creepy and really, really long and sharp. That's the idea. And yeah, so this is my creature from Insidious. I guess that's what we're going to call him, because I don't think he really has a name. So yeah, so I'm sorry if this black is patchy in any areas. It is so super hard to do it on yourself. especially when like doing it with a left hand upside down and stuff like that. Yeah, you might have to get someone else to help you with this look, but but yeah, that's my look. I really, really hope you guys enjoyed it. It was super fun to do actually, and it's a super weird look, isn't it? I've not done anything with the teeth because I really want that white contrast that he seems to have in the film, because whenever he does, like, appears and he goes, like, opens his mouth and smiles really evilly, they really stand out. So, yeah. It just looks super evil, doesn't it? The contrast looks really weird. But, yeah, anywho, going off on a tangent. So, really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you like it, make sure to rate, comment, subscribe, the usual. And, yeah, so until next time, bye.